What is up, y'all? So I got another pile of loot haul from Big Bad Toy Store. This one's got a few things in it, not as big as my previous like big ass pile of loot haul. But this has got a few things in it. Before we open this up, and I've got it untaped, but I haven't actually cracked it open yet. Before I get into that, though, I want to say a couple things real quick. I want to first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who responded and commented in my previous haul regarding the depression and stuff. I really wasn't expecting, I share this stuff just because I feel comfortable here sharing with you guys. I actually, if you don't know, because I am on, like Instagram and Facebook. I don't really broadcast this stuff there. But here on YouTube, doing these videos for you guys, this is where I feel like I can actually share that stuff. But I also don't expect, I know that a majority of my viewers, which I know my regular viewership is fairly small, but you come here for toy stuff. But it's always been that way with me. No toys, no life. I'm all about the toys, but there are other aspects, and I have always also shared everything else there is about me to share, including the really personal stuff. So anyway, I have a lot, so much more I can talk about with my mental health situation, but I'm not going to do that here now in this haul, largely because I would, but I'm just shooting. I just want to shoot this haul. If I was going to talk about that stuff, and not just that topic, but any topic really, if I really am going to talk about it, I want to be, in front of the camera talking to you guys. If it's not really something that I can talk about where I'm showing you something, what I'm talking about, I don't want to ramble on while you're just staring at some random thing while I'm actually talking about something that has nothing to do with what you're looking at, because this is still a video platform first and foremost, and it's important you're looking at something. Anyway, so I did actually start seeing not only a therapist, but a clinician who specializes in what medicine would be right for me. And the medicine I originally was on, the sertraline, wasn't working a month in. No positive effects, only negative side effects. So I've got some new drugs. I'm getting started on something else. I'll share more about that with you guys again another time, and in another video that's really just sharing about that stuff. And then one other thing I want to show before we get into this toy goodness, more bubble tea. I was at another Filipino market. The previous one I got at a Filipino market closer, nearby, Island Pacific, but we were in a different part of town, and we were at a seafood city, which is actually in a lot of major cities. And I was actually looking for the same bubble tea, which they had other flavors from that brand, but not the straight up brown sugar flavor. That one was so good. So for less than $3, and as a 16-ounce can, I thought it was only like $2, but then seeing it again in the store, it was like two for $5. Um, but yeah, they had this, and this brand also had other flavors. And there was only one of the brown sugar. I would have got more, but there's only one, and it's a smaller can, only 12 ounces. So I hope, not only do I hope it's good, but I also hope it's not super good. And that there goes my bubble tea fix. I love me some milk tea. I haven't went to the boba shop in a long time, so it's nice to get some canned ones. And I was really surprised at how good that one was, especially that it had pearls, or boba in the can, and it actually tasted fresh. I was like, wow, that's good shit. So anyway, let's get into this toy goodness. So, I had been letting my pile of loot build up just a little bit. I don't know how long this goes back, but some of these items do go back to late last year, because I think my last haul included like the SH Figure Arts 1989 Batman. Oh, cool. Yes, I've been waiting. I've been really excited for that. But you know what? Let's put that there. Let's look at this for a second. So I always usually just give you guys a quick look and just throw this aside, but you know, these Big Bad Toy Store little ads are kind of cool to look at, actually. Yeah, looking forward to some of those. Definitely some of those as well. These 3016 G.I. Joe figures are cool, but 1/6 not really for me. Same with these. Man, these are amazing. If only we can get this, like something from, like, I know 112, Mezco 112 wouldn't do these, but it's like, man, if we can get this in 112 scale, that would be awesome. Honestly, the Hasbro ones aren't cutting it for me. I actually have that Tarna on pre-order. I think I have the Slate 1 on pre-order as well. I think I actually have the Death Adder on pre-order. Nothing there. Interested in that, but still not sure. I still love 118, and Joy Toys is some of the best stuff in the scale. And I haven't gotten any of their mechs yet, but I also just haven't gotten any new Joy Toy in a long time. It's 112. What is this? What brand is that? I can't make it out, but I know that's a new, you know, high-end 112 Iron Man, probably mostly, if not all, die-cast with light-up features, and probably really expensive, but pretty cool too. So anyway, all right, let's get into these. Okay, so let me look at this first. This I actually got. It's gonna be a gift for a dear friend, which is actually really cool though. I kind of want one for myself. It's Jada. It's a Skyline, but with a Hello Kitty deco on it, with an actual Hello Kitty diecast figure as well. And it looks really cool. Yeah, I want one. But you know, this one will be a gift. It was meant to be a Christmas present, actually. But and it was originally the pre-order was supposed to arrive in December, but it was delayed. Didn't actually come into stock until like sometime in January. So, you know, it's gonna be a late Christmas present. Better late than never, right? So so excited for that. But let's go ahead and look at this first. So the Marvel Legends Firestar. Spider-Man is Amazing Friends. Ironically, I do not have a Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure. I've had several, but I've let go of them in an attempt to kind of, you know, when I'm trimming my collections and I'm like, well, I have the amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man, that'll do for my you know, 6-inch Spider-Man. But yeah, really cool to get a Firestar and 6-inch. I do have Iceman, so that'll work. Cool. And then this is the Decepticon Sandstorm. I forget what we're calling these. I don't know if it's the what is Fans Channel or something like that. You know, those exclusives, and the packaging is just this plain packaging. So unfortunately, you're not seeing. But it's a Seeker, with like a kind of like a desert camo. Deco on it, and then I'm saving her for last, even though she was like front and center. Check out this. This is the Mezco King Kong of Skull Island. Now that's not a great presentation because the plastic and stuff gets in the way of you getting a good look at King Kong there on the back. Now there's some options out there as far as King Kong figures go, and I'm not even talking about the new King Kong from versus Godzilla, but there's like a NECA one, right? And I don't know if there's others out there, in roughly the same size. I wanted this, and I didn't want something based on the movie. I wanted actually something to use with 6-inch scale, 6 to 7 inch scale fantasy figures to use as like a gorilla, like beast, not as a giant King Kong, but as like a kind of like just a really beastly, somewhat gigantic, but not really ginormous, gorilla like monster. And this one just looked a lot better to me than the NECA one, as far as my idea of using it as like, with like fantasy, like Conan or Mythic Legions, for example. So I think it looks really good as fuck. It's heavy as fuck. This is probably one of my few Mezco figures that isn't a Mezco 112. I think I have an older 6-inch Mortal Kombat katana. I think that was by Mezco. I'm not 100% sure. Which was a really cool figure. Not super articulated, but really good for what it is in its time. But still, and even just as a King Kong figure, this is really cool. But again, I'm really just gonna mainly use it as a monster gorilla for my fantasy figures. And then, last but not least, that repaint, amazing Yamaguchi Harley Quinn. I think there's like 3 different versions of her. I wanted the original from the start, but for whatever reason, I never pulled the trigger on her. And I'm glad I waited. There's another color variation on her, but this was the one that I love it. Well, I think largely because of the blonde hair with the colored ponytails. I kind of would love to see how the head of this one looks on the original release with the black and red outfit. But I do love this blue and red outfit. I think this is amazing. I still love, even though like 112 is one of my favorite lines for like the realism and the detail and all that. I love the amazing Yamaguchi stuff for the really dynamic articulation and the anime style, because I do like anime style stuff, and to get like these Marvel and DC characters in the anime style, with all the dynamic posing and great accessories, it's cool. I love the amazing Yamaguchi line. I will continue to collect these alongside all the other stuff. So. Yeah, love it. So excited to crack this Harley open. Look at that artwork. That who's the artist? Is it Art Germ? I forget. There's a particular artist that piece is from in the back. Really cool. I'm excited. So yeah, there you guys have it. Again, thank you guys for like all the love and care and concern. I know it wasn't a ton of you, but for the few of you that you really had stuff to say. It wasn't just like, oh, feel better. The stuff you had to say was really like, man, it was heartwarming shit. And I wasn't expecting, that kind of replies like that. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, though, if for any of you that do care about that stuff, I'm not just saying that you care about me, but I will be sharing more of that in separate videos. So anyway, as always, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching.